Continuing with the over the limit review and results, we're gonna combine two parts here instead of breaking it up by the show, how they did it on the show. We're just gonna take it segment wise. Um, First thing we had a people power battle royal to determine somebody could challenge either the United States champion Santino Marella or the Intercontinental champion Cody Rhodes. And a whole bunch of people in the match. We had a lot of jobbers basically, but we had some people that could be used much better than what they were. Essentially, we had like the McGillicuddy, Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins, Young, O'Neil, McIntyre, Slater, etc., etc. People that need to be used more, like Alex Riley and Ezekiel Jackson and all that. Uh, Highlights of the match, I would say, for the most part, just the fact that they had a battle royal because I like them. Um, but basically ended up coming down to Tyson Kidd. He had a pretty good running there. Alex Riley and The Miz, David Otunga, and Christian. Winner of it ended up being Christian, who challenged Santino Marella out of everybody. And when we were watching it at the time, we were thinking, oh, okay, of course he wins and he challenges Cody. So when he challenged Santino, we were like, oh, fuck, wait, uh-oh. So kudos for WWE for giving a little bit of a switch up there. Before we talk about the Intercontinental title, what did you think about the Battle Royal?
It was one of those things where it did what it needed to do. It got loads of guys on television, but I would have rather had seen Ryder win the Battle Royal and move on to challenge Cody for the IC title. Give him that nice little bit of shock value as well by having Christian on there. Pop of the night. But again, it was just one of those. It was like, yeah, okay. A bit confused about the concept. Didn't know that you were just going to have a battle royal to determine who faces what champion. And the lack of development. There's no story to this at all.
Yep, that was the start of the whole thing instead of continuing something, but that led us to the Intercontinental Championship match. Christian ends up facing Cody Rhodes instead because of a backstage segment where Cody talks about how he's happy that Christian challenges Santino because he would win and all this kind of stuff. Christian ends up beating Cody for the title. As soon as they had the championship match between the two of them, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that either Cody would get disqualified to win or that Christian would win. It didn't seem like Christian would just lose clean. But okay match. More so just interested in seeing the feud than that match because going out in the middle of nowhere and having a match like that, they didn't have anything to build up to, like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any real momentum behind it. You couldn't really get into it that well, but whatever. Interested in seeing this happen again, and
I am totally, and I do not mind Christian as a mid card champion, but I do believe he's being wasted in that division when there's a huge lack of heels in the world title picture.
I am more so a fan of Cody Rhodes than I am of Christian, so it's a little like bittersweet that Cody loses the title, but if it ends up leading to bigger and better things, then that's good. Uh, Next part, we will talk about the tag team championship between Kofi Kingston and R-Truth and Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger.